This old guy DIY video has to do with replacing the door handle on a 2001 Chevy Suburban. So this handle apparently has a shot spring. It doesn't go back in. So a friend asked me to see if I could fix this for her. So I went online, bought a new door handle. And the process consists of removing a 7mm bolt from here. That's that little guy. And then there's a longer 7mm bolt that goes right in here. So I just used a little nut driver with a 7mm socket. And then just take a standard screwdriver and pop this little guy out. You see it has clips on both sides. And then take the screwdriver again and pop this piece of plastic out. It's a little more difficult one-handed. But you see it has clips in a couple of places and just plastic on the bottom. So I found it's easiest to just take the screwdriver and pop here. And then once you have those things out, it's just a matter of grab the handle, lift up on the door. The door panel comes out. I'll just leave that hang by that wire pack. Then come over here, pull this plastic away. It's a nice warm day, so all that stuff's pretty gooey. Then we can get in here, and these are 10mm bolts. There's one over here. And the third one is up behind here. I'll have to use an open end wrench for that. So I'll use a 10mm nut driver for this one and the one up here. And then I'll use a 10mm open end for the other one. And it's all pretty straightforward. When doing a job like this, I tend to look at the hardware I'm putting in to make sure I understand where the attachment points are. And in this case, I try to take the most difficult nut first. So I went back for this one. I said open end, it was actually a box end wrench. But I got the 3 nuts off. They're laying right there. And then once the nuts are off, you can just come to the outside of the car, just kind of wiggle the handle loose. You see there's just one clip attaching it there, so I'll disconnect that, put the new handle on, reverse the procedure, and be done here shortly. To disconnect this clip, you simply get your fingers back behind it and then push, and this red piece will come out. And then you just separate these two pieces. That's it. So here's what the old one looked like. Looks like the spring just got tired and gave up. So that's the hole. Now I'll put the new one in. To install the new one, you just reverse the process. Take this piece of metal, stick it in to that little piece, and you slide this plastic clip down until it grabs onto the arm. And now we can just put this back in place. Just like that. And it's ready for the nuts to go on the back side, and it will be done. The door handle is on. So in this case, I did the nut that's in that top left first. I was able to reach in there coming through on this side and put it on mostly by hand. So I only had a couple of turns left for that box end wrench. And then I put this one on second and then this one third and tighten them all down so it looks good. Now it's just a matter of putting this plastic back in place. I'll take some of this gooey adhesive, put it back up here where it was, and move on to the next step. Everywhere I displaced the plastic, I returned it to where it was before. And my understanding is that this caulking effectively that's around the outside is to keep dust and water out of the interior of the door panel so you don't end up messing up your window motor and that type of thing. So do take some time and make sure that this is pressed down all the way around. Now to put the door panel on, we just line up the plastic clips with these respective holes and it'll fall right into place. When installing the door panel, be sure to plug the light in to the inside of this little guy. And then I found that if you start on the bottom, there's a plastic clip right about here and another one that's over in this area. So I do the bottom two first and then just wiggle it up a little bit and it'll engage and fall into place. So now I put this little indicator for the open and close back on, and I put that little plastic piece here, insert my 2 screws, and the job will be complete. When reinstalling this plastic piece, there's just a hard clip down here, so you want to tuck this edge in first, and then there's a spring clip here and a spring clip there. So tuck this edge in, get that spring clip, push that spring clip, and everything will be complete. New door handle is in place. Works as it should. Doesn't hang out anymore. So we'll call this a success. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.